This segment is brought to you by Santa Fe Trail Meats in Overbrook, or visit us online at sftmeats.com.
Kansas is a member of the Food Export Association of the Midwest. Many export analysts in our states, from Manhattan to Kansas City, are working to make sure that trade is one of the #1 markets in the state of Kansas.
So Kansas is one of 12 members of the Food Export Association of the Midwest. And through that membership, we're able to partner with Food Export to offer a variety of programs and services to help our companies in Kansas get ready for the exporting process, maybe enter their first market, or expand into additional markets if they're already exporting a little bit. And so a seminar like we're holding today on how to get started is just an example of one of those programs and services that Kansas companies have access to because of Kansas's membership in Food Export.
J.J. Jones and other KDA associates try to make sure that many Kansas producers are informed, from webinars to seminars all around the state.
There's really 3 main ways that we do producer education. One is through actual live seminars where we are bringing in subject matter experts that our farmers and ranchers and agribusinesses can attend. They can see specific topics presented on and then obviously interact with the presenters. Then the second way is through webinars. So we have a variety of pre-recorded and live webinars that farmers and ranchers and agribusinesses can access through foodexport.org so that they can learn at their own leisure, if you will. And then the final way is through some self-guided tutorials or export essentials, as we call them, where there are modules that they can, again, in a self-guided way, go on to foodexport.org and go through some very specific topics like pricing their product, shipping their product, understanding different INCO or export terminology and definitions. So again, there's a variety of ways that they can fit their schedule to accomplish that exporting education process.
At the conference in Olathe, KDA and the Food Export Association of the Midwest try to educate the public on the basics of getting started in international trade.
Again, today's topic is, the broad topic is how to get started, the best ways to get started in exporting. And so basically what we're going over are just some of the basics of the programs offered by both the Kansas Department of Agriculture and the Food Export Association of the Midwest, as well as also going into just some of the basics that international customers may ask them from the beginning. Things such as their HS code, are the products that they're producing subject to a free trade agreement if we have a free trade agreement with that country, and then getting into the basics of how do you price your product different from for the export market versus the domestic market. Are there some common documentation or inspection processes that you need to go through to begin the export process? So again, we're trying to just give them a broad overview of some of the basics that will help them be educated, so the first time they sit down with that international buyer, they're coming to that meeting a little better prepared than just going in there cold.
The Food Export Association has many resources for producers to use.
The way I like to say it is a lot of the services on the website for education, whether it's the webinars or the helpline or the tutorials that a farmer, or rancher, or agribusiness can log on to, those are prepaid. Your tax dollars have already paid for those. So it's as simple as going to foodexport.org. We ask you to register for the site, where you basically provide your name and contact information just so we know who's using the site, and then you have open access to go in and participate in those webinars, or register for a seminar, or go through the educational modules at your own leisure.
Thank you for watching this episode of Farm Factor on Ag AM in Kansas. For more of Farm Factor, or if you want to view this program again, visit us on www.agaminkansas.com, or you can like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Good day and good luck.
Closed captioning brought to you by Kansas Soybean Commission, the Soybean Checkoff Progress, powered by Kansas farmers.